Hey, how's everybody doing today? Yeah, so I've recently gotten back into online dating, which is weird as a queer woman. Log onto my dating apps and suddenly I'm playing the weirdest game. It's like unsolicited dick pic, couple looking for a third, you're too hot to be gay, gold star lesbians only, and a single mama five. Yep, that's bingo. When I do manage to finally find a winner though, that's when we can finally agree to meet up for the first time. And is it just me, or do we all just meet at the same damn Starbucks? It's like, walk through the door and it's like, oh, hey, Samantha, how'd things go with Mark? Oh, they didn't work out? No, things weren't great with Britt. She still lived with her mom. Let's see how Chad does. Yeah, if things don't work out, we could always just meet back here for shawarma. And once we do get to, start to talk and get to know each other, we get a little bit stuck at where I work. It's like, oh, cool, you got a government job? That's awesome. Yeah, no, I work at a sex store. I thought you looked familiar. And that's a fun job. Like, customer service in general is pretty rough, but yeah, sex store customers are a new breed of weird. It's like, no, you can't return your fleshlight is a regular statement that I have to say, but when I have to stop Barbara from trying on the gimp mask, I gotta draw a line. And is it just me? Or is sex toy merchandisers just getting some really weird ideas? It seems like they're running out of ideas because, well, sure, we have rabbits and dolphins, the occasional rubber duck, but how much of a zoo do we need before enough is enough? Like, there's a legitimate sex toy that is shaped like a damn squirrel. That is the least sexy animal I can think of. Like, what was the board meeting like for that one? Like, hey, what would be nuts? Ah! But no, seriously though, what does it do? Like, play with your nuts? I happen to work at the only sex store that still sells DVDs, by the way. Yeah, those are quite the novelty. Like, I guess there's like the normal ones, mommy blows best and things like that. But my favorite has to be Spankenstein because, who hasn't wanted to get with Frankenstein's monster? Speaking of horror movies, why does every single horror character respond to the same, like, dark house situation in the exact same way? Like, they all wander through the house like, hello? Who's there? Who are they expecting? Do they expect Mr. Bean to step out of the hall closet and go, hello? Also, do characters in slasher films just not hear the music? Like, there are 30 damn cellists getting carpal tunnel right behind you, but no, do you still want to chill in this abandoned shed with your boy Zach? This is why you die. That or you're a blonde. No, seriously, why are there still so many dumb blondes? Like, it seems every slasher character, every thriller, they're all gunning for Jessie and her palest of friends. Like, they should be an endangered species. I think it's time we see The Revenge of Jessica, don't you? Like, she'd be an interesting one, but she'd make the world's worst slasher, let's be real. First of all, how can you take her seriously when all of her backing tracks will be like Britney Spears' greatest hits instead of You're gonna have to run when you hear, oh baby, baby. But seriously, that reminds me of a comment I read on one of my ghost websites. The commenter was wondering why you never, like, you're always seeing the little Victorian ghost girls, and you never see, like, I don't know, Stephanie from down the block. But honestly, what would you find more terrifying? The pale Victorian girl doing the Wednesday Addams impersonation? Or, like, the weird kid with the braces from 7th grade, Miss Wilson's math class, the one, she always wore the Arpats t-shirt and wrote, I heart Edward on all of her notebooks. I know which one I'd rather see in a dark alley, and it isn't Becky, the vampire layer. But seriously, why would you want to be a vampire? Think about it. It would be terrible for your real world applications. I mean, sure, most of us could avoid going out in the daylight and staying away from sharp wooden sticks. I mean, that's kind of the norm. Um, but that no garlic rule, that's the real kicker. Could you imagine trying to go on a date when you couldn't have garlic? No pizzerias, no Italian. That kind of rules out half of your local options right there. It'll probably get to a point where you just have to go, let's just meet at Starbucks. You've been great. Good night.